Hey everybody, welcome back to the Angling Giant YouTube channel. Today we've got another review for you. This time it is some pole floats. So historically I've always bought pre-made rigs, usually Drennan or Preston, but I wanted to branch out and step my skills up and start making my own rigs. So I asked a few people, who do you recommend for pole floats? Got a few names, but the one company I got recommended over and over again was DT Floats. So I went on their Facebook page, had a look, and put a comment and say, look, how do I buy some DT floats? So I was sent the link to the website, and I put a little bit of an order together. I think I spent about 40 quid. And then I noticed on Facebook page that they had a bit of an offer on where they've got a lot of floats made up and they were doing bundles. So I put a post onto the group, or commented on one of the status, and Dean Townsend, who is DT, behind DT Floats, dropped me a message and said, if you want to change your order, I'll put you a bundle together for the same amount you've spent and I'll get them sent out, which I thought were fantastic. So they've arrived, so we're going to have a look at them and we'll have a bit of a deep dive, have a look at them in more detail, and then we'll get some Arctic water and see how they perform. So first thing, they arrived in a very nice protective cardboard box, really stiff, no chance of them floats being damaged. And the floats came wrapped in a little plastic baggie as well. So if I remember correctly, I think we've got about 30 floats, all different styles, and the colour variations were just what you had left. Luckily though, the floats we ordered were mostly, in fact they were all grey with red or orange bristle, and a lot of the ones he sent us are exactly that. So what we're going to do is we will flip the camera, get down on his desk and have a look at these floats in a bit more detail. Right guys, here we have it. As I said, nice solid cardboard box, really stiff as well. I can't really crush it with my fingers. I've scribbled out the address. So this is how we received them, like I said, really secure, no chance of these being damaged. I have to excuse desk mess. Just about to build myself some rigs there. So yeah, here at Floats. First impressions, really good looking floats. They all seem pretty well made, no damage visible fruit bag. Let's have a look at them. So we've got a nice mixture of different stems. We've got plastic stems, carbon stems, no wire stems, which reminds me, like I say, I'm new to pole floats and rig building anyway, so the difference would probably be wasted on me really. Different body styles as well. So we've got the, I think these are called Diddy Diamond. That's a Diddy Diamond carbon stem. It's a 0.2. We've got the F1 or pellet float, like I said, plastic stem, nice fine black bristle on that. That's a 0.3. We've got the shallow blobs. Now these things are a bit of me, these are definitely what I'll be using. Really nice. Camera might struggle to pick them eyes up. See if I can get my hand to focus on it. No, it's not gonna. Really strong, solid eyes on them. We've got little skittles. That's just a 0.1 skittle. So again, in your margin, really sure they'll be fantastic. For you guys that like doing an overshotted rig as well, only bit of 0.1 float. There's no weight to it. All you'll be able to overshot that fantastically. And I think that's everything. Oh no, we've got some over here as well. And we've got this one. Now I think this is called a pellet pinger. Karma said, if I've named him wrong, I do apologise. But I'll put a link to his website in the description as well. What we're going to have a look at now is the build quality of these floats. Now, first of all, stem. So what I want to check is that stem in that body well? So I'm getting that a decent twist, good tug. It's not budging anywhere. Smoothness of that body as well. So there's absolutely no pits, no dents, no flicked paint, nothing. Looks like a really good acrylic paint that's on there. And then again, where its stem comes into body, yeah, I put a great bit of pressure on that. I expected to break it then, but not, it hasn't budged at all. Again, these eyes really well in there. Yeah, they're fantastic then. Let's have a look at one of the other ones. Let's have a look at one of the F1 or pellet floats, as I'd probably use them for. There we go. So yeah, this is a pellet float carbon stem. Really solid. You can't tell on camera, guys, but I'm a big bloke and I am giving that some hammer and it's not shifting at all. Again, no imperfections on that paint, no pits, no dents, no cracks, nothing. Seamless going into that stem. Yeah, you can't fault them at all. What we're going to have a look at as well is the eyes themselves, because he does do different eyes, different style eyes. Now, I don't think I've got one of every one. And I'll put the options up on screen, but when you're building your floats, because you can pick everything from bristle size to bristle colour, body colour, stems, and even your eyes. So you've got what I would call a conventional eye. So it's screwed into the body. Nice wide eye. And then you've got these eyes. I've never seen these before. I don't know which ones they are. But again, I'll put all the options on the website. Look at them. Really tight to the body. Now another type of eye that he does, I haven't actually got one in this selection, so I'm just going to show you on this to give you a bit of an idea. The wire wraps up the stem and the eye comes off it. So however you like to present your eyes, there's every option. But I can assure you, from looking at these ones, whichever option you get, it's going to be good quality. Let's have a look at one of these little Skittles, because these are really finicky little floats, but yet them eyes not budging at all. Really strong, really solid. Yeah, you can just tell the ooze quality them do. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to build myself some rigs. So we've got the tackle over there. If you want to see me build some rigs, come back and have a look. We're going to get these DT floats out in water now. We are in the middle of the fundraising match that I mentioned, but it's not going to plan. You might be able to see on this camera, I'm not sure if you can, lakes frozen over. So we've only got a couple of pockets we can fish in. But we've got the little, I'm sure they're called Diddy Diamond, with a carbon stem here. And we've got that on as trousers. We've got the Diddy Diamond on at minute and a really simple maggot rig. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how this sits in water and let you know what we think. We have had a few casts with it, a few parts with it already, and it presents really well. So we're in closing stages at match and we haven't had any bites yet, so we are fishing just single maggot, hoping to snare some roach that are in here. So it's in water now, as you can see. They're weighted really well. You can see that float absolutely perfectly. Paint that's used on bristles is really, really bright, so it stands out in water really well. And as I said, they're weighted perfectly. So I built these rigs last night, and when they were presenting in little shot tube we've got, I thought they might have needed an extra number 10. But as I put it in water, it's just dotted down a little bit too much, so they're perfectly weighted. 5 number 10s, these 0.2s. I'd love to be able to show you these floats in action, but like I say, unfortunately, it's far too quiet on here today. It's too cold, it's covered in ice. But my opinion on them floats, it's just increased after seeing them in water. They are fantastic. As I say, this is not a paid review because we bought these floats, so you can trust me that it's honest. I will definitely be getting some more of these. So if we do get any fish, I'll get these floats in action. Unfortunately, we seem to have hit a bit of a snag here, so we'll get that sorted. If we get any fish, you'll see it. If not, I'll catch you back at home where it's nice and warm and we'll have a bit of a catch up. There you go, guys, a nice in-depth look at some of the DT floats. Now, as I said before, I did want to give my final thoughts and an overview on what I thought of these floats, and to me, it's a solid 10 out of 10. The build quality, performance and presentation in water is as close to perfect as you're going to get. The quality of these far outweighs that of the full floats that you get on pre-med rigs. Off camera, I weren't going to show it, but as we pulled one of his old rigs apart, I had a play with with another brand's floats, and they just pulled straight apart, and these guys took some hammer when I was giving them a bend and a pull. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see weigh fish on, to see durability and see how they perform in water with that, but I'm sure from what I've seen they'll be just as good. So if you haven't already, head over to DT Floats website or their Facebook page, have a quick look for yourself. You can build your floats from bristle to stem and completely personalise them. And price-wise, as you saw when I put the website up on the actual video itself, from about £2.20 to about £3.50 for the big wagglers he builds, you're not going to get floats this good for less money. So yeah, massive thank you to DT Floats for letting us do a review. As I say, I paid for these floats and he didn't have to let me do a review, and he has, so thanks for that, Dean. And massive thank you to you for watching to this point. If you have, why not consider pressing subscribe? It's free and it lets you see all future videos coming up. But thank you very much, and I'll catch you on the next video. Bye.